Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Some of the rarest coins might be hiding in your change jar right now. The top 3 most valuable coins: the 1971 UK Elizabeth 2p coin worth thousands, a 2000p Sacagawea dollar with a shocking error worth up to $250,000, and the iconic 1976 Bicentennial Quarter dollar that could fetch massive value at auction. You need to check for today with expert tips, rare errors, and jaw-dropping prices. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar. It's so rare, so unthinkable, and so highly sought after, that collectors and investors around the globe are locked in bidding wars whenever one surfaces. We're going to explore the shocking history behind this coin, how it even came into existence, what makes it so rare, and how you might still find one out there in the wild. To understand the significance of the 2000p error, we need to go back to the beginning. In the late 1990s, the US government was seeking to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which had been unpopular with the public due to its small size and silver color. Easily mistaken for a quarter. The result? The Sacagawea dollar, launched in 2000. It was designed to stand out, a golden hue, though made of manganese brass over a copper core. Featuring Sacagawea, the young Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark across the American frontier, with her infant son Jean-Baptiste on her back. Auction sales price and value. When these mule coins first surfaced, collectors immediately recognized their significance. The earliest public sale took place at a heritage auction in 2000, where a specimen sold for $29,900, a jaw-dropping figure for a coin barely a few months old. But that was just the beginning. As more collectors began chasing these golden anomalies, the price skyrocketed. Here's a timeline of major sales. 2000 to 2002, several examples sold for $30,000, $50,000. 2012, a PCGS MS67 example sold for $100,000 at auction. 2018, a private sale saw a specimen fetch over $150,000. 2021 to 2023, at least one example was reportedly offered $200,000 by an elite collector, but the owner declined. As of today, depending on condition and certification, these coins consistently command between $100,000 and $200,000, with potential for more if another example in pristine condition. How to identify a 2000p Sacagawea dollar? So now the million-dollar question: could you own one without knowing it? Here's what to look for. Obverse side. It will feature George Washington's portrait, the standard quarter design. The legend should read, United States of America, and the year 2000. The mint mark will be AP reverse side, the flying eagle and 17 stars typical of the Sacagawea dollar reverse. Composition, should have the golden tone of a Sacagawea dollar, not the silver color of a quarter. Weight, approximately 8.1 grams, not the 5.67 grams of a standard quarter. Edge, should be reeded, like both the quarter and Sacagawea dollar. Certification, if you suspect you have one, do not clean or damage it. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Graded coins receive significantly higher offers. We're diving deep into the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter dollar, fascinating history, the ultra-rare minting errors that drive collectors wild, and exactly how to identify one in your own collection. So stay with me to the very end, because by the time we're done, you'll know what to look for, and maybe, just maybe, you'll walk away thousands or even hundreds thousands of dollars. The year was 1976, a time of fireworks, parades, and nationwide pride. It marked America's bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. To commemorate the occasion, the U.S. Mint released special bicentennial coinage across 3 denominations. Most of these coins were struck in clad composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel, just like regular circulating coins. But a limited number of special silver versions were also struck, some for collectors, others mistakenly released into circulation. Wrong planchet errors. These wrong planchet strikes have sold at auction for $150,000 to $200,000. Double die obverse or reverse. Graded high-end double die specimens have sold for $250,000 to $300,000, and potentially more as demand grows. Real-life sales and auction price. If you think 6-figure quarters are just hype, think again. Here are just a few documented auction results for rare bicentennial quarter errors. In 2020, a 1976 bicentennial quarter struck on a 40% silver planchet sold for $150,000 at heritage auctions. A double denomination quarter over dime mule error sold for over $200,000 in a private sale in 2022. Another example struck on a cent planchet fetched $250,000 due to its extraordinary crossover error. A pristine NGC MS67 plus 1976 D bicentennial quarter with an unusual die clash error crossed the block for over $45,000. But the biggest buzz comes from the few rumored coins valued at up to $110,000. Ones so rare they're held in private collections or museums, only making brief appearances at top-tier events. As more collectors join the hunt, the demand and value continue to climb. These aren't just coins anymore, they're modern American treasures. How to identify a valuable 1976-era Bicentennial Quarter dollar? Think you might have a valuable Bicentennial Quarter? Here's what to look for. Check the weight. Normal clad quarters weigh 5.67 grams. If your coin is significantly heavier or lighter, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet. Inspect the metal. A silver Bicentennial Quarter has a distinct duller tone and ring compared to clad. Use a magnet. Silver and copper nickel are both non-magnetic, but weight is the key. Look for doubling. Use a 10x magnifier to examine the date 1776 to 1976. The word Liberty, the colonial drummer's face or drumsticks. Check for off-center or misaligned strikes. These should be clearly visible without magnification. We're diving deep into the hidden world of the 1971 Elizabeth II new Pence coin, a coin that, on the surface, seems ordinary, but in reality, is one of the most valuable British coin errors ever struck. We'll uncover its history, the rare error types that make it so desirable, and what to look for in your own collection that could mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune. Let's rewind to 1971, a monumental year in British monetary history. On February 15, 1971, the UK officially transitioned from its centuries-old pound SD system, pounds, shillings, pence, to a new decimal currency system. It was a major shift. Instead of 12 pence to a shilling and 20 shillings to a pound, the pound would now be divided into 100 new pence. This change led to the creation of an entirely new coinage range, including the now iconic 2 new pence coin, which featured, obverse, the profile of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin. Off-center strikes. Even minor off-center errors can bring values of £80,000 to £100,000, but more dramatic. Wrong planchet errors. One such known error surfaced at auction for nearly £150,000 to $200,000. Die clash and double die errors. A proof strike error that made its way into general use was sold in a private deal for over £80,000 to £150,000 due to its extreme rarity. Auction record-breaking sales and value. Over the past decade, the value of rare UK error coins, especially from the decimal transition, has soared. The 1971 2p coin is no exception. Here are just a few jaw-dropping examples. A double-struck 1971 new pence coin sold at a private coin fair in London for £80,000 in 2016. That a proof strike error with mirrored surfaces, originally thought to be from a 1970 trial run, sold for £100,000 at a boutique auction house. A rumored mule error 1971 coin was reportedly offered £150,000 in 2023 by a prominent collector from Dubai. The owner declined, believing the coin could reach £150,000 plus as awareness grows. The news of these sales sparked media attention, with UK tabloids running headlines like, "How to identify a valuable 1971 2p error coin. If you have a 1971 2 new pence coin, here's what to look for." Weight check. Standard weight, 7.12 grams. If yours is significantly lighter or heavier, it may be on the wrong planchet. Lettering and doubling. Look at new pence under magnification. Any doubling, ghosting, or doubling on the Queen's profile could be valuable. Edge and strike. Off-center, misaligned rim, double strike. These errors are often visible without magnification. Luster and finish. If your coin has a mirror-like proof finish but isn't from a set jackpot. Professional grading. Consider sending potential error coins to NGC or PCGS for authentication. A certified grade boosts your coin's legitimacy and its value.